bitch. I'm in the...
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to the #1 rated show right here on YouTube. That is right. That's Talking Shit. What are you looking for?
The bullshit that you keep spilling?
That's right. That's what we're doing here today. We are talking some shit. I'm over here with my best friend, or semi-pro athlete.
Is your wife around?
Semi-pro athlete, Mark, the other half of Talking Shit. Mark, how are you, buddy?
I'm okay.
Everything good? You're not doing good. You're good-ish.
Yeah, goodish. I mean, my uncle did pass away. He passed away on Tuesday. It was really quick. He wasn't sick very long, and he went very quick. Once hospice was put in charge, he went really quick. He wasn't even in hospice 20 minutes, and he was gone.
That's crazy. Man, our condolences, like we said the other day, man. We feel for you, of course.
Yeah, they gave him the morphine, and 20 minutes later, he was gone. I was grateful that he went quick. Unfortunately, it happens.
Everything else good? You're getting over a cold, you're getting over the flu or something.
Shit, I don't know what the hell it is. It keeps coming and going. Which way.
That sounds weird.
Any which way, I did say today that we were going to give a little spoiler on who's going to be on the show in 2 weeks, February 27th.
You want to wait until the end of the show, or you want to tell?
Oh, no, hold on. I'm going to give a little spoiler. We already said that it's from the cast of The Death of Snow White. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 7 people. We'll tell at the end of the show who the 7 people are.
Sounds good to me.
But in the meantime, I did find this wonderful actress / model that she did model our shirt too.
Yeah, I think she's like a fan of ours or something. I'm not sure why. Like, who watches this show? She
does. And I'm going to let you introduce her because, I kept screwing it up.
Butchering her name. It's literally
Mary Kate.
Kate.
Mary.
You go.
Yes.
Mary, how are you? So Mark kept calling you Mary Kay, and I said, dude, I swear.
Dude.
I get it. All of our moms told that.
Okay. First off, I had a lot on my mind Monday, so bite me, Brian.
It wasn't just Monday.
Shut up.
It's okay.
That's right. Smash the like button, subscribe, please.
Okay works too. It works. It's short for Catherine, so you could call me Mary Kay if you want.
Were you going to be a nun?
Oh God, I know, isn't that great? So I have a brother named Joseph and one named Andrew, so we can all,
Oh yeah, were your parents religious?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Mary Joseph Andrew.
Well, it could be worse. You could be named Mark James Joseph.
That's awesome.
Guess what my names are?
Marsh James Joseph.
My grandmother was a religious person, and she named my father that. So my father wanted to name me that, and well,
they're good strong names, though. I don't mind them. You know what I mean? They're good.
Brian, you've known me for 30-something years. You didn't know I was a junior?
What? Totally forgot that he was a junior.
Hey.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're done talking about religion now. We're done with that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, no, wait. We never talked about religion. It wasn't about religion. It was just our names. Get it right.
It's the closest thing to religion that we can talk about.
That's right.
All right, so let's talk about your career, Mary. What are you doing now, and how did you get your start?
Okay, so now I'm doing quite a bit, actually. Like, this 2025 is going to be kind of big for me in the indie world, which is awesome. So previous to last year with Motel 3, because that's kind of where I got my acting start. I've always been very creative. In art school, I was going to be an animator at Pixar, and of course, all these things don't happen. But I've always been very creative. I've always been a photographer. So everything that I did kind of went hand in hand with preparing me for the indie world because I love working on films because I can do a lot. Like Clown Motel, I ended up filling in and doing makeup for everybody. I ended up helping a little bit with special effects. You know what I mean? Like acting also. So there was like a wide area that I could, people were like, hey, we need this. And I'm like, I love being needed. Let's make crazy stuff. So
let's do something.
Yeah, let's do it. So for me, it's super, super fun because it's just another creative outlet. And now, and like with my photography, like I've always done that. And I love it. So I don't wait around to, like I'm a model also, but I don't wait around to have a photographer. If I have like an idea and I'm like, oh, I want to do this cool stuff, I'm just going to do it myself. You know what I mean? And I don't need to wait around for a client to be like, hey, do you want to take these crazy pictures? Because I'll just do it. And then I put it up there and people are like, oh my gosh, I want to do this with you. So it's like the greatest advertising because I get to do the idea and then they get to see it, you know, and then it works. So it's awesome. So I have a lot of cool shoots coming up too that are going to be like great, like super, super great. So,
well, a lot of people that we've had on the show know who you are and they've talked very highly of you. So that's really
cool.
Good. So awesome. you work with a lot of really cool people, and you know, and they say the same thing about you. Like we work with like one of the best actresses, models, makeup, hair, that all of it. So yeah, they did say that you do a lot.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, and that's something cool too. Is like when you find your weird people, it feels so good. Because like before, people are like in my area, you know, they're like, you're kind of a weirdo and you do weird stuff. But now it's like people love it and they do the same stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I love my group of people. It's awesome. So
and if you had to pinpoint yourself to one thing, what would you consider yourself more? Are you more of the actress? Are you more of the photographer?
See, that's the thing. I have like really bad ADHD, I think, so I cannot be pinned down because I will switch. Like I get stuck on something. I do a lot. Like I do aerial hoops, you know what I mean? And it's super, super fun. But then I get busy doing something else. And like now I want to build like this big animatronic like wolf costume. You know what I mean? So like I am everywhere, all over the place. So
I'd like to see that.
Yes, it's gonna happen this year. I'm gonna get the little digi stilts and everything. It's happening. So I can't be pinned down or bottled in. I'm just weird.
So what do you do what do you do on a normal everyday basis when you're not doing photo shoots and film and stuff like that?
I homeschool my kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm that weird homeschool mom.
So that means that she's smart, Brian.
I'm not smart. I had to homeschool one of my kids, and I was just like, can't you just go to school and learn this stuff?
That's what exactly.
Yeah,
I did.
It's not easy. I have a 17-year-old, and him and I like fist fought the last few years, like so bad. I was just like, oh fuck, get out already. But it worked out really great, and he's super smart. He's out of high school early. He's like, you know, regular school stupid, and I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? So it worked out really well for us, but it is really hard. Kicking, screaming, terrible hard. So
yeah, it was literally hard for me to like keep her on track. I mean, most of the stuff was done on the computer, you know, and she had tutors and stuff. It was like, hey, Dad, I got this homework assignment and I'm gonna need your help, and like, okay. And then it's like, okay, how do I do this math problem? Like, can you walk me through it? Nope. No clue.
And then they get mad if you don't do it the same way or whatever.
Exactly. Listen, I was Googling stuff for this child because I was like, I don't know the answer to this, but I want to know how you get there. So I'm like, oh, here we go. We found this new program, and you know, we're gonna try this, and it seemed to work a little bit, but it's still, I don't know.
It's hard for kids. I mean, I didn't like high school at all when I was in it, and I actually got kicked out when I was 16. Spoiler alert. And so I didn't really traditionally finish the regular way, but I was so bored with it anyway. I was like, and I did like still a high school diploma, but it was like where you worked because I had to go right to work at 16.
Right.
So it was like I worked full time and then I did school.
You got
And
credit
then
for working.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't I wasn't the big active like, oh, I love high school or whatever. I didn't really enjoy it.
I don't think Mark and I were either. I think we probably
I
spent
slept.
more time skipping school than we did in school.
Yes.
When I was in school, I slept in science and English.
Yeah.
Now, do you see why I have problem with English?
Yeah, it's because you're not SMRT.
Can't remember shit.
That too. Me too. The older I get, I'm like, oh my God, I can't remember anything. I write a lot of lists though. I have crazy lists. Like, whoa, I'd never do anything if I didn't have a list.
I literally have to write down what I'm gonna do at work that when I walk into work, because now being the boss of the shop, I'm like, what has to get done? Like, what has to happen today? You know what I mean? Because and unfortunately for myself, now I have to know math because I do the finance portion of things too, and I'm like, this hurts my brain a lot. So, Mark, you don't have any audio. He broke his computer earlier, so this is like an ongoing thing. Yep, it's been an ongoing thing. It was earlier. I was like, hey, I can't hear you. And I thought it was me. And he was like, no, I can hear you just fine. And I was like, yep, definitely a problem. Mark, you good? Nope. Can you hear us? I don't even know if he can hear us. He looks angry.
His stuff is really fun, though. I love his backdrop.
Yeah, he's got a lot of really cool toys and stuff like that.
I do too. I collect action figures.
Okay, what do you collect?
They're all the Bashujo ones. They're like the girly cosplayers.
Okay.
So they're like anime girls, and there's like a Wolverine and a Deadpool, and there's like My Little Pony ones, and like The Witcher, both Ciri and Geralt as like cosplay hot girls or whatever. They're really cool. So I collect those because they're hot.
I don't collect that kind of stuff. We do Matchbox cars.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know why. It was just something that we started, like, I had girls, like ever since they were little, every Christmas, that's what they got in their stockings.
My daughter likes Matchbox cars too.
Yeah.
Whenever we're at the grocery store and they have them hanging there, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And she's like,
I don't have this one. This one looks cool. I need it.
Yep, exactly. This one's purple. I have to have it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yep. So while Mark's working on his stuff, you talked about what is it? You hoop dance? What is it? What is it called?
So it's kind of like, it's aerial hoop is what it is, and it's this big hoop, like kind of like my wingspan almost in diameter, and it hangs. And so there's also girls that do like silks, where there's hanging like silks or whatever. So it's awesome because it requires a lot of upper body strength, which is something I've always wanted to work on because like chicks are wimps, So it's challenging in that way. It's true. It's super challenging in that way. So you like move around in it and do certain like routines or whatever, but it looks easy. It's actually really, really, really difficult because it's so upper body strength. But it's really fun. It's like an aggressive kind of workout, like kickboxing sort of, afterwards you're like, oh, and you're bruised and all that stuff. So it's fun.
I hurt myself, but I hurt myself. This is weird.
Yeah, like 3 days later, you have a bruise like this big. And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, my wife does this all the time now, and she's like, I don't even know how I got this. I'm like, you don't do anything.
I know. We're all getting old. Like, it really sucks. It totally does.
The hard part about mine is my wife's got RA real bad, and she's got to be on a medication, and unfortunately it thins her skin and her blood and all kinds of stuff. Like the dog can jump on her, and like the next thing you know, you can tell where the dog's paw was on her arm. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The This is what happens. We said it. We're getting old. It sucks.
I know.
Like everything hurts. Everybody's like, dude, you should oil that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like every time I bend down, my knees creak.
I know. We gotta just keep going though. We will keep going until we just drop because I refuse to give in and just sit around and do nothing. I can't do that. So I'll keep going until I drop and I die. So.
We were at the Home Depot the other day. I had to get 16 bags of 80-pound concrete.
Oh, fun!
I put them all in my truck, and that sucked. That sucked. Like I felt like I blew my back out. Like afterwards, like I got in the truck and I was just like, I turned the heated seat on. And it's not even. It's like hot outside, and I was just like, oh, this feels really nice on my back.
Are you building like a walkway or something?
So around the fire pit. We have an open fire pit right now, and my wife's like, hey, I want to build a wall around it. So So we watched this thing about like, oh, you buy Satcrete, Quickcrete, you just put a bunch of bags around, and you just wet them every day, and it hardens, and then you can pull all the paper off. And there you go.
Oh, that's so smart.
So we're gonna do it.
And
so
it's rounded, so it kind of looks like you intentionally did it that way.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's
so
super
hopefully it turns out really good. We'll see how the project goes, and then if I like it, then I'll take pictures and be like, yep, totally worth doing, or wouldn't do it again, or whatever. You know. So
that's cool.
That's what we do. I hate doing projects though. Once again, I get tired easily.
It sounds good, right? We do that all the time too.
Well, it's good on paper, but I want to hire somebody to do it. So my wife just got a new job, and she's like, hey, I want to redo the deck, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a fortune. Like it's gonna suck, and like the front porch needs to be redone anyway. So I priced just the front porch if I built it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is $1,000. She goes, well, what do you think it's going to be if you let somebody else do it? I was like, I don't know. They're like $2,000, like it's going to be double.
Really?
I think it's probably going to be worth it. Like I would rather pay to have somebody else come out and break their back and do that, because I just don't have enough time.
And if it's only like that much of an increase, if it's not like $5,000 or $10,000 to have them do it, then I would say
you gotta pick and choose your battles. So
absolutely.
So let's talk about some stuff that you've done and what you're doing. Mark said that you've done Clown Motel 3. Okay. Where you're going to actually physically be in the film this time, right? Because this is your third one in the series. What did you do on the first two? I know you said you did makeup on one.
So that was actually all on the third movie. So the first two movies, I had friends that were involved with those, and that's how I got involved with the third one. And we did all of that in August. And I still get to go back and film a couple more scenes, but the movie should be out like in fall. So it's exciting because I get to go back and be like a bad guy. There's only me and Jason Wallace that got to be more than one character, and so it's kind of cool. It's like a contest, so I get to go back and do a third one too. So my main character is the cowgirl. So I don't know if you guys saw any of the convention stuff from Vegas where we were all dressed up or whatever, but I've got like my cowgirl outfit and like half my face is all bloody. Because I get like a clown, Jinx. She's so cute. It was the greatest scene. It was super, super fun. There was like her and I like fist fighting, and she like kicks a pistol out of my hand. And I mean, I probably shouldn't say too much. Joe's going to shoot me, but it's like, it's really gross. Like I'm hoping it's one of those where it's like, I don't know, gross death award worthy or whatever, because I gave it like 120%, and people were like, oh my gosh, because there was like blood everywhere. It was great. So I have a weird thing where I kind of like demise in my roles. It's exciting for me. You know what I mean? My character to die, which is kind of weird. People are like, Mary, why do you like that? But I do. I love it. So already this year, I think I have like 3 more opportunities for that.
So
it'll be...
I was going to say a lot of people that do film are like, oh man, I want to die in a movie, and I'm like, no, No, you don't want to die in a movie. You want to be like the final girl, or like one of the last, right?
Eventually, I don't know. I have a couple of good ones like on that like bucket list. The next, so in May, I'm going to do one with sharks, and I've always wanted to be that like first Jaws kill, the like dumb girl that's like running into the water, like you know what I mean? So I get to essentially kind of be that part. So maybe I'll die like 5 more times, and then I'll want to be like the Joan of Arc that beats everybody else out, or Mila Jovovich and with all the zombies or something.
There you
But
go.
it's fun. It's all fun. It's
Yeah.
all fun. So
Can you hear us? And do you have audio? Nobody. You can hear us, but you can't talk.
yeah, talk.
Your mic sucks, bud.
Dang.
It broke. It broke.
You can write on a little notebook.
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
We can't understand a thing you're saying. No, we no.
I understood that. I think he's like,
he dropped an F-bomb on my show?
I can read that.
How dare you, sir? We don't do that in this fucking house.
Oh no. I know it's great. Like I've done some podcasts in the past, and I'm like, I kind of like accidentally swear like a sailor all the time. So I have to be really careful sometimes. So I was like, oh, this is going to be great because
I don't know. You don't. You say whatever you want.
Perfect.
Yeah, just no hard R's.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll stay away.
No,
from
and no nuns and none of that stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll pass on that.
We'll pass.
So what about the people that you work with? Like, you've done some work with.
Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Yes, I can read that, Mark. Thank you.
We got it. We're clear.
He just needs to go to the store real quick and buy a headset.
Yeah.
Oh, he's breaking out a box.
It's exciting.
Yeah, hey, it's like Christmas. What do you got?
For charades.
New mic. He's got a new mic.
Yeah.
See? What? Come on. Guy's been prepared the whole time, only unprepared. Oh my God. Worst podcaster ever.
No, it's great.
Goes to Mark. Let's see what happens. All right. So the people that you work with.
Yes.
You've worked with a lot of good directors, producers, and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have a favorite?
I'm just gonna say Joseph Kelly, because right now he's my favorite, because I'm pushing Clown Motel 3. He'll always be my favorite. That's like my first, so that project will always be my love, you know what I mean? And I hope that they'll always be that much of like a family. Like really the clown people that I worked with, they are like so my clown family. And I know it won't always be that way. And I've done some other stuff and it's been really cool. Like I've yet to have a really bad experience. Like there's been a couple of bad like people that kind of got shitty a little bit. But overall it's been really, really awesome. So good. It's been good. Yeah. And there's a lot of good directors. They're all wonderful. So
yeah. Well, hang on. What do we got here?
Yeah.
Nothing. No. It's cute though how you put that by your chin like that.
Oh, darn it.
We're going to hell. We're going to hell. We're old and we're going to hell. So there's that. So
might as well enjoy the slide down. Woo!
Mark, you're not going to need to get your gaming headset. Get your gaming headset. It doesn't work? You tried it. What a shame. Send your kid to the Walmart real quick. It's like right down the road. No, we cannot hear you. How about you just sit back and let Mary and I talk? You just kind of kick back, and if you have something to say, write it on your little notepad and hold it up. If you get a question, he never has any questions, just so you know. I don't know if you watched the show or not.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a decent show. I do most of the talking for some reason. I think we should call it Talking Brian.
Talking Brian. And Mark shit.
There you go. So Joseph Kelly is the one that you're working with currently and doing a lot of projects with.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have you worked with?
So Anthony and Mandy Caimano, Forever Entertainment.
Yep.
We've done some stuff, and then we also have like a huge announcement this weekend. Like I can't talk about it at all.
Is it about Killer Pizza?
No, it's not Killer Pizza. But I have that shirt, and I'm in Boredom and Bloodshed. But
Okay.
it's another amazing thing that we're doing.
I'm sure we already know what it is. You can just go ahead and tell us.
No, I can't.
Listen,
Oh,
it's just us. It's just us between us girls.
It's the triangle of trust right here, right?
Between us girls, just tell me just a hint, a little.
No,
But I promise you, like Anthony and I have probably already talked about it.
Maybe. No,
because,
you'd know then. You'd know because it's so stinking cool. You'd know. It's that
is
cool.
It the one that it? Well, because his kid did Killer Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Did his kid do another one?
Mm-mm.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
It's me and Mandy's creation of amazing. Mm-hmm.
I gotta, you know what? I do know what it is, and I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. But I remember because
they just put up a little teaser story. With like a silhouette of me on there.
Mark probably can tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, Mark? Can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear us?
I don't have a notepad.
Yes.
Bummer.
That sucks. I think he's
Yeah.
Is he writing something? Is he writing? No. I can't tell what he's doing. We'll leave that guy to his own devices there. All right. So what about modeling? How does that stop lying? If I'm talking, I'm lying, bro. That's what they say about salesmen. Like we always lie. I don't get it. I don't lie about any of it.
Yes.
So how did that happen? How did modeling come about? Did somebody?
So that kind of happened because I wanted to do it.
Okay.
So I just started with the photography hand in hand, kind of like challenging myself to take pictures because I love boudoir photography and taking pictures of girls that normally don't get fancy and, you know, having that moment where they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is me. I look so beautiful. Like that's my ultimate photography goal right there is that moment. So it was easy for me to kind of like show ideas and stuff by doing it myself also. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a challenge to be the model also. And then also I did the Inked magazine cover girl contest. And that was huge because I took all the pictures myself for that. And I had to do one every single day. And I got pretty far, you know what I mean? It's kind of shitty because in the end of the contest, it's all about money.
Of course.
And so, you know, chicks with like OnlyFans are the ones that win. But it was fine because I never went into it really thinking I would win. It was more of the personal challenge of photographing myself every day, you know what I mean? Like putting up new stuff or whatever. And because I'm like covered in tattoos. And so that was a big one for me with the modeling was doing that. And then little small stuff picked up from there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was pretty huge. And I'll always love that experience because I met a lot of good contacts through it too. So that was really fun.
That's always good. I mean, listen. So it's all about networking, I think, when you get into the real deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, the people that you know, you're gonna end up reaching out and finding out like, oh shit, there's this other family that works with this family too, and the next thing you know, you're working on projects with those guys too. So that's really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I meet a lot of crazy cool people a lot of times in my normal job. Are you back?
You, Brian.
Yay! See, switch.
Oh, I went to my laptop.
Oh, that's what happened. He's on the laptop.
Yeah,
now I can see his
my mic,
back there.
Everything just went.
Throw it in the garbage and go to Walmart and go get a new set.
Okay, you gonna buy it?
Pass.
Then shut up.
Well, while you were gone,
hey, I heard you lying.
I didn't lie about anything. Mary,
you didn't lie about it. You were trying to get her to tell you that what they have in store coming up this weekend.
No, I didn't.
No. He was trying to get me to spill the beans.
It's the teaser, but I'm positive that Anthony, when we had a conversation with Anthony and his wife, she had mentioned it, and I cannot remember what it was.
I don't believe she told us in October.
Oh no, because this is like.
Oh, is it recent?
Since January, middle of January.
Oh, then that's not.
Yeah, it's new.
I don't know. These guys always have secrets, and they don't want to tell nobody.
Don't worry, Mandy. I caught him in the lie. I told him, I got you taken care of.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm trying to get a little piece of information, bud. Shut up.
I know. I wish that there was like a good like teaser that I could tell you that wouldn't give it away, but I feel like anything I say is going to give it away.
Mark's just going to reach out to Anthony after and just be like, hey, what's the deal?
Yeah. What's the deal?
I mean, if Anthony, if he wanted to tell people, he could always come on here and just do it.
He's probably watching.
I know.
He is.
Making sure he's stalking Mary and making sure she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Haven't you been paying attention to the comments?
No, dude. I thought that's your job. I can't see that.
Oh, there's a bunch. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, because Anthony's in there, Mandy's in there. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, see, they're right there in the comments. Ha.
Did they say I could say something? No.
Nope.
Nope.
They're both there, Brian.
I didn't listen. I am so sorry, guys. I didn't see you there.
I know. I
apologize. I apologize. And we're not allowed to say anything about the little sneak peek. Not a hint. Not a anything. Right? Nothing. Zero. Nada. It's a negative.
Me? Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
Mandy.
Are you trying to get them to say?
I'm reading the comments. She said, "Shush."
Well, we can wait for the teaser.
We can wait.
Or the announcement. Don't worry.
Cute.
All right. What we can
also invite them back on the show too.
Of course. Well, what we can do in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to play a little game called Florida Not Florida. Mary, before we do that, I forgot to ask you right at the start, where are you from?
So,
because people got to tell you it's your accent.
You know what's weird though? I'm from California originally. Oh, don't hold that against me.
Like from California, from, or
like I was born there, yeah. And I've moved all over the place.
I love California.
Okay, good. Some people don't. A lot of people where I've moved to, I lived in Montana, and they're like, "Bitch, we're taking you to the train station," and I'm like, "Ugh." So sometimes I'm like, I'm from nowhere, of course.
Yeah, I'm from everywhere, so listen, California is fantastic. I mean, I'm not going to tell you the politics are great and the prices are great because that's
it's getting not so good. Yay.
Yeah, the traffic sucks. But
Anthony, we have March open.
Things to do in California were absolutely insane. Like, depending on where you were in California, you're always going to have something really cool to do.
Yes, and you're always by like mountains and the water, the ocean, and a lake, like all within like 5 hours. It was amazing.
Yep,
it was cool. Yes.
Before we go to break, Brian, how much is your daughter up to right now?
$920 on the GoFundMe for her dog Cece.
Ooh.
Trying to get her.
They're getting her a 3D printed, customized wheelchair because this puppy was born with no front legs, no front appendages, none at all. So she looks like we call her a chicken nugget. Like she's our chicken nugget, right? She's so much fun. She's very spunky. She has a lot of energy. And I think once we give her some wheels, once we can help her get some wheels on her front side, we ain't gonna stop her. We are not gonna stop her. So there is a GoFundMe. Are you gonna put that up?
Yes.
Oh,
I'll share that too. That's cute.
Yeah, share it, like it. If you can donate $5, $10, it doesn't matter. I've told everybody if you donate and put TS or talking shit afterwards, I will match whatever you guys donate.
Cool.
She's very close to her goal. I think the goal is $1,700 or $1,750, something like that. So $920 is not too terrible for. I think she's had it up for a week, 2 weeks now. So.
From sending him a video.
But I'll play it more.
He's gonna send you a video as well.
Okay. We'll play that after. We'll play it after the break too.
All right. So in the meantime, we have new music from
a little band called Let Me Bleed, and it's called Love Me. It's one of their new songs.
We'll be back after the song, guys. Go get your drink.
Taking over, so lost. Oh, I'm losing my composure. When you tell me you love me, I know it's true. What if I'm not enough? What if I lose you? I'm addicted to us, and needing to like I do. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? Show me that I am still alive. It feels like I'm broken. You saw the pain I tried to hide. So give me a reason, something to believe in. Scared of the emptiness inside. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? Through all of the darkness, you're the light. Drowning in your love, I can't help myself when you drag me under with your touch. It's hard to believe that I was a ghost until you brought me back from my hell. I was alone and you saved me from myself. When you tell me you love me, I know it's true. What if I'm not enough? What if I lose you? I'm addicted to us, and needing to like I do. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? Show me that I am still alive. I've been nothing but hopeless. It feels like I'm broken. You saw the pain I tried to hide. So give me a reason, something to believe in. Scared of the emptiness inside. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? Through all of the darkness, you're the light. Light. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? You show me that I am still alive. I've been nothing but hopeless. It feels like I'm broken. You saw the pain I tried to hide. So give me a reason, something to believe in. Scared of the emptiness inside. How can anyone love me the way that you love me? Through all of the darkness, you're the light. Light.
There we go. What do you guys think?
Oh, I loved it.
I
Pretty
wouldn't
good.
have picked it. I wouldn't have picked it if I didn't like the song.
It's got a really good hook to it, I think.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
I
have a-
really loved the heart aspect.
They got a lot of great songs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Still begging them to reschedule to come on the show. We had them lined up to come on the show. Somebody got sick, and now because they're growing, they're getting so big. Like it's so hard for us to land them on a date. So we're gonna keep trying for the fans. We're gonna make sure that we can hopefully get these guys on the show. So Marcus says that you're still on the thing here.
Don't worry about that.
I can't help it. It's bugging me. It's like
Don't look at the bottom. There's a reason why I have a screen here, here, and here.
Okay. All right. Who wants to play Florida or not Florida? Mary, you don't have a choice. You got to play Florida, not Florida.
Who wants to play against Mary?
Oh yeah.
Somebody in the comments.
Bring it on
Now, if you want to play. We got to watch Anthony though. If Anthony plays, he tries to Google.
Hey, he only cheated once.
That's enough.
Hey, and he donated, so he's good.
Oh,
he's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. No takers yet. They're afraid.
Come on, Russell. You want to play against her?
Yeah.
Give him a second. You got to remember we're a little delayed.
It's a 10-second delay.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, they're over. The guys over at freaking YouTube right now are like, fucking cut them off. Cut their mics. They're not allowed to play music. Yeah, watch me. All right, Russell's in. Russell's in. Okay.
He asked me a question too. I want to answer it. He asked me.
Hold on. We got. There's one thing though.
Yeah.
You know, we already gave her a shirt. She's already won a shirt, so
Okay.
we can't give that. We can't give that as a prize.
I'm a winner already.
So did I send you decals or?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, if you win, we'll send you a decal.
Perfect. I like that.
If Russell wins, well, he'll have to send me his address, and I'll send him a decal.
Perfect.
All right.
So we're playing.
I forgot. I think you and somebody else. I forgot to send them with the shirts.
We're playing for these
okay.
bad boys.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like cash.
So I love the wolf logo. How did that come about?
I love Wolf.
So originally when we came up with this concept of talking shit, and this is funny, we were all sitting around the table, and my wife had a food truck at the time, and first of all, she kept booking events and booking stuff to do, and I said, oh, you got to do the brewery in Brooksville. It's a real big brewery out there. And she was like, oh, I'd love to. But every time I turn around, it's fucking email Cindy. So she was like, you should make your show email Cindy. And I was like, yeah, definitely not going to call it that. But we sat there, Mark and I did, and we were talking about it. And then she said, you guys are literally just talking shit.
Perfect.
And I was like, Mark, that's it. I was like, that's it.
The wolf. We came up with the wolf because, well, I said it had to be a wolf.
Yeah, he was
And,
like, I want a logo. It's gotta have a wolf.
My tattoos. I have tattoos all over. They're wolves, and I think they're wonderful creatures.
He's going to get this logo tattooed on his butt cheek, though.
Yes.
No, I can't do that with surgeries.
Matchy match. We'll go in matchy match.
Yeah. Brian, when you get it on your ass, then we'll talk.
I'm just gonna go get the logo tattooed on me, and we'll do it as a live show.
That's beautiful.
That sound good?
We have to find somebody that willing to do it. We'll figure that out.
I'm not doing it on my butt cheek though.
No, hell no, I'm not doing it on my butt cheek. I have to have surgery, so it won't matter.
If you
All
give me like 6 months, I can tattoo it on you because I'm learning to do that too. So.
Oh, see.
Mhm.
She
I mean, Brian does know a tattoo artist. You know,
I know a
dating his
few.
daughter.
Yeah, I know a few. I do know.
Oh no.
All right, let's play the game.
Okay,
All
let's
right, so
All right, Russell.
the rules are very simple. I'm going to read a little statement or a headline, and you're just going to say whether that is a Florida man or not Florida man. So, did it happen in Florida or not Florida? So, Florida or not Florida. That's all you got to answer. We're going to ask 5 questions, and it's best out of 5. So,
you're not going to give them an extra point if they can guess the state?
Nah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do 5.
Okay.
A best out of 5, I think, is going to be fantastic. Okay, you ready?
First to answer, so we both can like blurt it out or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can both say Florida. So, I think, did Russell play before? I think Russell's played this before. No? Okay. So, Mark sent me some questions. I'm not going to read those. All right, here we go.
Okay.
David Rennie was arrested for burglary. However, what makes this case funny is that he was caught napping in the homeowner's bed. Ronnie had apparently broken into the house and decided to take a nap in the homeowner's bed, only to get caught by the homeowner later. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Did that happen in Florida, or was that not Florida?
I'm going to say Florida because he got a long time for it.
He got 6 years for sleeping in a bed that he broke into the homeowner's house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah. Russell, what are you thinking? She says Florida. Oh, now Anthony's playing. Look at this. So I've got 2 for Florida, Mark. You wrote it down? They both said Florida. Unfortunately, guys, that was not Florida. That was California.
What?
I gave you California first.
But
I was hoping that that sounds like something that could have happened in California.
But nobody would get 6 years for anything. Like, people shoot each other, and they're like, oh, nutty, you're out on a warning. Like, there's no way. 6 years for sleeping in someone's bed? I don't believe that. No way.
Yeah.
20 years ago, maybe.
All right, let's see.
Recent?
Yeah, he got 6 years for sleeping in the guy's bed.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Here we go. Man driving a car with 2 missing tires blames it on paranormal activity.
That actually reminds me of something we would have done when we were younger.
Yes,
Cops pulled over the driver because they had noticed that he had been driving with only 2 wheels. The driver explained to the officers that someone had put a spell on him and had to drive away fast, causing damage.
Yes.
Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
So Russell saying no? Oh, how funny. I say yes.
Okay. She's yes and he's no. So, you guys ready?
Anthony's with me.
It was Florida.
Woo!
It was Florida. All right.
Magical spells. Oh, man, that's great.
Ready for your next one?
Yes.
Number 3. Man busted for stealing his twin brother's identity. Wayne Bowen pled guilty to stealing his twin brother's identity. He used his estranged brother's name, his social security card, and military discharge papers to apply for federal subsidies and housing benefits.
I'm going to say not Florida.
Mark, you don't have audio again?
No, I have audio.
Oh.
Maybe he was trying to give me hints.
Anthony says Florida. Russell says Florida. Mary says not.
I won't cheat. I said no.
All right, you wrote everybody down?
Yeah.
It was indeed Florida.
I do know that one. I was trying to say it happened here.
I already said no, though. Didn't want to cheat.
Let's see here. All right. Frank Taylor was arrested for robbing a convenience store while dressed as a ninja. Taylor had apparently walked into a store wearing a black ninja suit and wielding a sword, demanding money from the cashier. However, the police were able to track him down and arrest him. Taylor was sentenced to 60 years in prison.
60?
60. 60. For being a ninja.
Dang.
Worst ninja ever. He must have been fat. He had to be a fat ninja. Ninjas don't take a lot. They're like,
Hey, you should see the picture.
I have not seen the picture.
I'd say yes, but I've been so bad about it. I've been guessing wrong, but I'm gonna say yes. It's Florida.
So think about this: 60 years.
That's crazy.
60 years. Like the dude is not going to be in prison.
No.
He's going to be a part of the prison.
Mandy said that she's the ninja.
Yes.
That's what they were doing. This is the shish that we're not supposed to talk about.
Oh yes, that's
Mandy's
the weekend surprise.
Mandy's a ninja. All right, so you're gonna go with Florida?
Yes.
Where are we at? Russell said.
Everybody said Florida.
Yeah.
Guys, unfortunately, 60 years in prison if you live in Texas.
Oh.
And you dress as a ninja.
Cowboys don't like ninjas. Mm-mm.
Don't dress as a ninja and move into
Yeah, they're dressing them up as somebody else.
Not a great idea. All right. Let's see.
Last one.
This is the last one, guys.
Dang. Right.
I'm gonna make it medium. Here we go. Man fights off an alligator that attacked his dog. Trent Tweedle's morning walk with his dog Loki turned out that disastrous when an alligator attacked his pet. In an attempt to rescue the pet, the dog owner ended up in a tug of war with the alligator. He rescued the dog, but not without minor injuries. Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
I feel like it's too easy to say Florida because it's an alligator, but there's alligators in other states too. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna say not. No, because it was Mandy. It was Mandy, so it wasn't in Florida. No.
That was her also. Mandy says it was Florida. Do you want to stick to your guns, or you want to go with Florida with Mandy?
No, I'm gonna go no.
It was Florida. In Florida.
That was too easy that it was Florida.
I tried to make it medium. That's why I said.
And it could have happened anything in the South, really.
You're right. It could have been any of the southern states.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go, guys. That wraps up our game of Florida, not Florida. Who won, Mark?
Not me.
Oh, it wasn't Mary. She didn't win.
It's okay.
I mean, if we went between her and Russell only beat her by 1.
Oh,
and yes, Anthony, you did win. But unfortunately, Anthony, I have nothing. We have nothing to give you. You got everything that we have.
Yeah. No. We don't.
We sent him a shirt.
Oh, okay.
We sent him a sticker.
Okay.
But I'm still waiting for Anthony to send us at least a picture back with the shirt on.
Well, let's go. Yes, Russell, you're absolutely right. There are alligators in other places too.
Right. Thank you.
Hey, it's your first time playing Florida, not Florida. I'm not gonna say that everybody's a winner the first time they play.
Don't worry, Mary. I'll still send you this.
Thank you.
I love this game, and I lost the game to other people because I was that bad at it. So don't worry.
It is. It's fun though. It's hilarious. I think
it's a good game. Yeah. I want to come a little harder on the delivery and be like, oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying
to
paint
there a show called The Florida Man or something like that.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Well, it's still a thing. And is that what it is? Is like crazy random stories?
Crazy stories. What it is crazy stories that happened in Florida. They actually made vignettes too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's crazy. So
that's funny.
Don't worry. We understand, Anthony. Things happen. I've seen what you've been doing, so you're forgiven.
Just this one time, though. Don't let it happen again. Great question. If you could be in a horror slasher movie, Mary, what would it be?
Well, so horror movie, yes. I don't know if you can call this a slasher, but I would want to be in one of the Aliens movies.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
sci-fi more.
Mhm.
or less.
Yeah, I love those. Or like Predator, like suit me
I,
up with a bunch
I'm
of
a
guns.
Predator. I'm a Predator fan. I'm a huge Predator fan.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Let me blow up some green gooey aliens. It'd be
mhm.
super fun. Hmm.
So Brian, while I was gone and I couldn't hear anything or speak or anything, did you ask her about uh, uh, the clown movie she's going to be in?
Yes, yeah, we were talking about it. Where were you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you couldn't hear shit.
No.
Do you have a specific question? Because I love talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just curious. I was curious about it because I
When
know
does
that
it
you were.
release again? You said
What was it?
fall. When did you say it would release again? Fall.
Fall. Fall this year. Yeah. Yeah. We
Well,
should have
then,
an LA premiere and a Vegas premiere too, which will be fun. And I'd
well,
probably go to both.
I wish people would come to Tampa and do a freaking premieres here.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Because Joe Kelly's there. So maybe we'll do a Florida one. That'd be fun.
If you do a
Then
Florida
you
one,
have to go.
we'll have to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter goes to a lot of cons, dude. And like Mark, we were talking about this just recently because they just did one in Orlando, huge con.
MegaCon.
Yes,
Mega.
yes. Just
Yeah,
this last weekend, yeah.
yeah. My daughter dressed as Rogue from X-Men. She always dresses as a character, and I'm like, who are you going as this time? Like, she's so good at what she does as far as like the makeup and stuff goes.
They went all 4
See,
days.
that is awesome. I hope she continues to do it forever. That
Yeah,
is-
she's got a boyfriend that absolutely loves doing that stuff with her, and like they do cons, they do what's the medieval stuff? They go
yeah,
to
Ren Fair.
Ren fairs. They love Ren fairs. Yep. Anytime there's a
I'm
Ren
a
fair,
Ren Fair
like if
person
there's
too.
one close to us, like my daughter would be like, "Hey, can you see where it's at and get us a little bit of details?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, that's
But she already
awesome.
knows. Yep. So that's how she is, though. This is the one that has the puppy with no front legs, and this is what she takes care of animals and then does that
Yeah.
her fun
That's
time.
that's
So,
perfect. That's like the greatest. I mean, a good heart and a creative spirit. That's perfect
Yeah.
person right there. Mm-hmm.
what is your favorite comic book character, Mary?
So I'm gonna go kind of weird here. So there was a company called Top Cow that did comics back in the day, and they did like Witchblade, and they did one spinoff that was Magdalena, and she's a nun. Well, not supposed to talk about that, but it's a comic book, so I'm gonna
Well,
bridge.
no, comics are different.
Yeah, and she is like a badass warrior nun that like fights off vampires and stuff. So hot. So that was my favorite. Was the Top Cow? It was like Witchblade in the darkness. They had like armor that would like grow on them, kind of like a symbiote, kind of like Venom, sort of.
Yeah.
But it was more like machine than like an alien. But it was cool, Top Cow. So those were my favorites. But Magdalena was my all-time favorite, and I have all of them. So, yep,
All right, Mark, your turn. Go.
cute
For what?
comic
What's your
book.
favorite? What's your
My favorite comic book character is Nightwing
Yes.
And why?
because he's not Batman.
Oh,
I like the fact that
Younger and better.
I like the fact of his origin, how he became. He was Robin, the very first Robin. How he became Nightwing, what he had to do, losing his memory, become Grayson, to becoming Nightwing again, to everything that he's went through. He's got a great backstory. But I like the fact that he's the opposite in some ways of Bruce Wayne.
Mhm.
Dick Grayson is the opposite. He wants to give his money away, but he doesn't want people to know. But the way he does it, it's a lot different than what Batman does.
We're still waiting for the-
Bravo. I love Batman too. That whole
Yeah,
universe.
that whole series, yeah. Him, Batman, Batgirl, Red Robin, Red Hood, Damian Wayne, Robin. They're all great. My favorite storyline is probably Death of a Family.
I have that one.
So do I. I also like the Three Jokers.
Hmm.
The Joker War was awesome too. There are so many different ones that you could choose from, and once you start it, you're like, okay, I need to keep going with it.
Yeah. I loved the Batgirl that was blind and deaf. Like her, she was so cool, and I have a bunch of those ones. And her costume was super amazing. Like they just, I don't know. I like the DC. Not so much the movies are garbage, but more than Marvel. I like DC a lot more.
Oh, I'm a DC fan. I'd rather go with DC over Marvel any day. Movies wise,
Movies
I'll go with Marvel over
yeah,
DC.
me too.
When it comes to cartoon,
putting out better movies than what DC has done.
Yeah.
right. When it comes to cartoons, DC has them beat by a milestone.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
I
I
mean,
did like the Batman movies though. Like I'll give them that. Like almost all of them. Probably not George Clooney's movie because that one just stunk.
nobody
but,
liked George Clooney.
No, but the rest of them and like the Christopher Nolan ones with Christian Bale. those
Oh
are
yeah,
so good.
I like at the end how they teased Robin in it.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
changed it up a little bit. Yeah, I even liked Ben Affleck as Batman because he reminded me of him some ways.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the storylines that they did.
Yeah.
I think
Worst
that they
Batman ever? Robert Pattinson.
You know what's great? I didn't watch that one.
actually it's not.
That's why it's the worst Batman ever.
No. It's not bad. It's actually a good one.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, you need to. You told me you would.
I can't get past the 10 minutes.
Fast forward to the first 20 minutes then.
I'm sure it's not that bad. I really like Twilight, but I'm a girl, so it's okay for me to say that. But I loved that. Loved it. All of it.
His character in Twilight to now, or to Batman, is totally different.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
of course.
And
Yeah.
I think he did a better job as Batman.
Oh, I'm sure. Because he was young, you know what I mean? In the Twilight, that's like a, I don't know, like a Mormon wet dream kind of. Like, there's
My daughter and wife still watch them.
Stuff to happen,
You know.
and it never happens. And you're just, but yeah.
Why are you flicking me off?
I want to go back to a question that Russell had asked about what slasher movies and stuff like that would you like to be in and stuff. Let's talk about this real quick. The movies that are out right now. There's one called Terrifier. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, ever seen them.
No. Yes.
If given an opportunity, if you could be in the Terrifier franchise, it sounds like you're into the clown side of things because you're doing.
Yes. So it's funny. I haven't watched any of the Terrifiers. I'll be honest. I haven't watched any.
I didn't either until 3 came out and it was popping off like crazy. So it's like I got to see what all the hype is about, and so I did. And I was like, okay.
I totally have like seen the majority of the like death scenes that are like so talked about though, just from like reading synopsises and then seeing clips and stuff like that. And I actually just took a cool ass picture with Art in his Santa suit at the Vegas convention. So it's funny. Would I be in it? Absolutely. Will I watch all 3 all the way through? Probably not. I like to do it a lot more. It's got to have a really good story for me. You know what I mean? It's got to have like a really, really good story. And
yeah, the story to me, because listen, Mark tells me, oh, you got to go back and watch the little 15-minute film. And I'm like, it still doesn't tell me like how Art the Clown came about. There is no.
It does. If you watch the right ones, you dude, you're just watching them wrong.
I thought for sure, like Art the Clown, the killer, right, was just going to be some psychopath human.
He's an entity.
No, he's a demon. I think
he is a demon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But I thought he was going to be human possessed by or something.
Yeah.
But
no,
his character is very charismatic, though. I will give them that. For a character that cannot talk, people are like so drawn to him. And that was one of the things at the convention. The people that cosplayed Art were my favorite. They were adorable. They were so cute. Like, I
As long as
loved
they didn't
them.
talk, right?
Yeah, so I'm like more endeared to it than I would have thought, and I haven't even watched them. So I love it, and I do love that they really took indie films and exploded it. Like they did what everyone
They
is trying to
slaughtered
do.
it. Yes.
So like Damien, I give him so much props for that, and all of the like marketing with people are throwing up in the theater and like all that stuff. It was gold, absolute gold. The formula that he uses is perfect. So yes, I'd be in it. I probably won't watch all three all the way through, but I love the whole concept and the idea and how well they've performed what they did. Yeah, and my little Art cosplayers are my favorite. They know who they are. They're so cute.
To answer the question, Kelly.
Oh, hi, Kelly. Sorry. Yes. So there is going to be a fourth one for sure. I've heard that.
Mark's computer sucks today. Look at him over there.
Oh, it's like froze. Sorry.
I froze.
Yeah, you're good now.
And I'm on the laptop, so bear with me.
It's okay. Right.
No. Fix it.
Eat shit.
Tried that once. It wasn't very good.
I'm not going to ask.
Yes, that's great. I could totally take Art the Clown. Yes, I could. I could take a demon-possessed clown and just put him down.
No, I did meet David Howard Thornton. I've met him. I got his autograph on a Art the Clown figure. Stands about this tall.
Awesome.
I met Damien.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have had more money, I would have met some of the other ones.
So we had the Santa that is in the movie that doesn't make it. He was amazing, and he sat. I'm in my clown chair. Actually, this is the chair that was in the movie, and we had it at the convention. And he was so cool. He sat in the chair and took pictures with all of us. He's amazing. The Santa from Terrifier 3. Wonderful dude.
Poor bastard had to die.
I know. Ooh, real bad too. I think like Leatherface status. Like I know there's like a face hanging down. I don't even know.
What do you consider the best kind of death scene in a horror flick? Does it have to be as gory as possible, or does it have to be more methodical?
I think methodical and creative. So I like, everyone's seen somebody get stabbed and all that stuff. And it's funny, I'm working on my own project, but it's something that'll take a lot of time because I want to give it, its due time or whatever. And that's the thing that I'm trying to do is a lot of intention with the killings and making them more creative and like stuff that you don't see every day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the regular stuff is cool too, but when it's done, I don't know, different. You know what I mean? Yeah. We can think up different stuff. It doesn't have to be the same all the time. So yeah, I'm totally for that creative, out of the box kill scenes or whatever. Yeah, not just cutting some chick in half. But I heard that was the best part.
I like the methodology behind it. I don't think I really care for the like you said, like everybody stabs and slashes and that kind of stuff. I want to see something different, and that's why the Terrifier movies for me, I was like, okay, I don't really care that there's not a storyline because look at how this chick just died. Look at how he just killed this dude. That kind of stuff. Like it was the first one didn't have.
The first one didn't have a really big storyline. It was more about killing than anything else. Mm-hmm. The second and third one, and the fourth one, the way that they're going to end it, from what Damien said, is there's no more after 4. Mm-hmm. So he's going to end it where somehow, and I can't wait to see how they end it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I know the deaths get so much attention because they are so unique, and I mean not even a death, but they're
elaborate.
This scene with the girl with the glass.
Oh yeah, they're very elaborate when it comes to that. I was looking at that scene. I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, oh my god, like it was. I loved it. And Russell, to answer your question, the Joker Wild, yes, I watched that one. That one was really good. I think that he played a good one. I wasn't too thrilled with the makeup so much, but you know what? He made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite person to meet at a convention?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say Robert England was my favorite.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. I dressed up in my, Freddy Krueger outfit and went and took a picture with him, and he was so kind and so fun. And he made it like really like entertaining. You know what I mean? It's great, and I have that picture as a memory. But
that's really cool.
He was my
favorite. I feel like a lot of actors are just like, all right, let's get the picture and let's get it over with. But yeah, when you get that interaction, I feel like that's something that's just absolutely amazing.
There's some of them out there that are just genuinely like the sweetest people, like really, really sweet. Derek Myers is the same way. Mm-hmm. I hung out with him at the Vegas one. We got to take pictures, and just really, really sweet people. So it's crazy, horror people and fans and movie stars and stuff. You wouldn't think that they would be like the coolest, sweetest people, but they are. It's funny.
The horror community has come together to help Talking Shit tremendously. So we do a lot more for this genre as far as, hey, if you've got a film coming or if you're building something, you let us know, and you let us know when you start it, and we'll get you guys on the show, because we want to make sure that we can put the word out there for that side of the community. If you're coming on the show, I mean, obviously we want to put the word out there for our fans and our viewers so that they watch, and then so that they get to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why we invite everybody on the show. It's not because we're doing it for us. We don't do it for us. So if we were doing it for us, I'd be like, Mark, you still have not paid my salary this month, and if you don't, I'm good. Exactly. You're paying me the same thing I pay you, right? No attention.
That's right.
Perfect.
All right. What projects? Without saying anything.
Yes.
What projects do you have coming up that you want people to know about?
Okay, so there's that really cool one that'll be kind of like teased this weekend with Forever Entertainment that I can't say anything about. And then also with Livid Media, I'm going to be doing Death Park: The Return, which is super, super cool. And then, there's a lot. So, and then also I'm going to be doing some stuff for this show called The Red Huntress, where I actually get to be a gargoyle, which is so stinking cool. Like back to the old show, with the like gargoyle chick with her wings and stuff.
We have a few friends that are part of that project.
Yes, Sammy and Clifton.
Sammy Morningstar, Clifton, Clifton Taylor.
Yes, wonderful people. So that'll be really fun to get to go play and be a creature, because I really like the creature stuff. Like, I really want to be like a crazy creature. You don't even know that I'm under there and stuff. And then you're like, whoa, what the fuck? That's Mary. So that'll be fun. And then Halloween Shark. And I'm probably going to forget something, and someone's going to shoot me and be like, hey, you didn't say this. But a lot of really fun stuff. I'm like super, super grateful that I have a really busy beginning of 2025. Because it's amazing. It's a gift every time I get to act and do something. So lots of things.
Yep.
All good things. Yeah.
And Mandy said she's keeping you all to herself. You're not supposed to work for anybody else.
Yeah. Okay. Deal. Just write it up and we'll sign it.
All right. Well, guys, listen. We asked you for an hour of your time, and you've given us over an hour of your time tonight. So we wanted to thank you for coming on, talking shit, and being a part of this small community. We're hoping that you will continue to help us grow.
Absolutely.
You are probably one of our larger supporters for the show. So once again, thank you for that as well.
Absolutely. You guys are super rad, and I love the show.
Awesome.
I love the wolf logo. We'll do our wolf thing. I'm gonna make us creature suits. You and me.
Let's go. I can't wait to see it's the robotic thing that you're gonna do, right? And you're gonna do.
Yes. So there's like these stilts. They're called digi stilts. So they're not the really, really like freak show tall ones, but they're like animal ones to where it like bends your legs
Okay.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then those go underneath like the wolf suit or whatever, and then you like walk around crazy. It's so awesome. So I've got like the do-it-yourself on the tutorial to build the digi-stilts. We're gonna make them in the garage, so it's gonna be amazing.
Keep us posted on it. I know. Yeah. I said that, Mandy.
She's so cute. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Do you want to shout out your Insta, your Facebook, where people can find you?
Yeah, Mary Kate. My Instagram is @HotLadyHoop because I do that twirly thing, among other things. And then just Mary Kate, you know, not the one with Ashley, but just the Mary Kate by herself. And thanks to everyone that watched because it was a lot of fun. So next time I'm going to win the Florida game.
That's right. That's right.
We'll have you back on.
He's going to go research all the funny Florida stuff. She's going to be like, okay, this definitely.
I'll still lose.
I guess I should have read some of the ones about methamphetamines because that's a given. Like, oh, that shit definitely happened in Florida.
And I don't know though, because that's a Cali thing too. Like, I know that's a Cali thing too. So.
Bath salts. We'll do bath salts next time.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Mark, do you have anything else?
For Mary? No.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to tell the viewers?
Yeah. Who the hell is going to be on next week?
Oh, yeah. You're surprised, right?
It was a surprise.
No. Hold up. Wait. Next week is John Wells will be on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
After that, on the 27th,
White.
Some of the cast members from the Death of Snow White. There's 7 of them. Can anybody guess what 7 they are?
I know.
Tell me.
They're dwarves.
Yes.
Yes.
We are getting the actors who played the 7 dwarves right here on Talking Shit from the Death of Snow White. That is on the 27th. Is that right, Mark?
Yes, sir.
All right. John Wells is a
beautiful one. Can't wait for that. It's
going to be great. I think it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, absolutely tune in, you guys, and ask your questions. Remember, the comments are open. The comment block is open for you guys to ask questions. We'll try to put them up on the screen as fast as we can. I'm very slow. I'm very slow at reading, and I cannot read without glasses on. And you won't I don't wear glasses on the show, so I do this a lot.
Send me your address, and I'll send you some stickers. I mean decals, whatever Brian wants to call them this week.
Stickers.
Stickers.
Decals.
But decals, stickers, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. Just send me your address, and we'll get you some out. I'll send you yours because I completely forgot to send them with your
Mark's slack assing over there, so don't. Yeah.
Bitch, you don't even send this shit. You make me do it.
Whatever. It's your job. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
All right. You ready? I'm gonna take us out.
Okay.
From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
And Mary Kate. And we're out of here, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Bitch, I'm in the